Hello, everybody, it's your boy K10 here, coming at you with another episode of the Overkill podcast. We are on episode 109, and I'm here with my co-host, Meta Knight.
What is up, gamers? My voice is wrecked.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's okay. I can boost it up in editing, but
My guy is gonna carry.
I will. So I guess we should make this announcement now, but this is, we're going to be ending the podcast, I guess with next week's episode. It's going to be the final one, so it's the second to last. Me and Meta, we've enjoyed doing this. It's just, we want to focus our efforts towards other things, and, that requires that we cancel, or I guess, at least stop the podcast for now. Maybe we'll come back to it, but I've enjoyed doing it over the past 2 years, but yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I think it's just. I don't know. It it never really went anywhere. And it was fun though. I enjoyed doing it. But also with games as a service, there's not as many interesting games coming out that we can cover. And then also, it's just, I think we want to work on some other stuff. Maybe actually making a game. And, I guess that's it. But I've enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. I guess we'll just hop right into it with, this new Castlevania thing that came out. It was an announcement. I believe this was a trailer made by PlayStation, but I believe this game is coming out on all platforms. No, is it? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look at it, but Konami finally, in celebration of Castlevania's 40th anniversary, they announced Castlevania Belmont's Curse.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a new 2D Castlevania game that's finally... It's like 2.5D. And, this is... I don't know when the last Castlevania game came out, but I know it's been quite a while. At least since, anything big's happened with that. With the franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess the closest thing that I've probably played is Metroid. And then of course some of those older games on the Game Boy kind of had that feel, but it wasn't exactly Castlevania like. It looks beautiful. I don't know. It looks like the gameplay is still solid. It looks like it's fast paced. You still have a chain whip, big boss fights, power ups. It just looks really good. Is it a PlayStation 5 exclusive?
I don't know, but the last game to come out was Gilmore of Souls. I don't know how you say that.
Okay.
That was in 2019, so it's been quite a while. And then there's Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2.
It's not a exclusive.
Which was all the way in the PS3 era. So
damn.
That's in 2014. So it's been quite a while since any Castlevania game has come out.
No, that answers
There's
that.
obviously been Castlevania-like games like Bloodstained,
Mm-hmm.
but this is an actual, I guess true, Castlevania. So
yeah, I mean,
but yeah, is it PS5 exclusive?
It is not.
Okay. Well, that's good. I hate how every game, even if it was, it would probably be out on PC at least a year after. So,
Yeah,
To me, the game really reminds me of what is it, Dead Cells? That's kind of like the art style and the vibe that I get from it.
It looks almost just like Dead Cells, where it's like a weird kind
It's
of
like 3D though.
yeah 3D cell shaded. I don't know, not really, but like
Yeah,
yeah, not cell shaded, but like 3D animated almost, or like 3D drawn. Yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's cool.
yeah, I
Um,
like it. I never really played a game like this, to be honest, or at least I finished one. I've played a lot. Like I played a little bit of Hollow Knight, played like a little bit of Metroid, but I just never. I can never get into them. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I don't think. Yeah, they take a lot of time. They take a big commitment. Like Hollow Knight is, especially some of the newer ones that are really difficult. Hollow Knight is like a huge commitment. The Metroid Dread, that came out on the Switch. That one's a huge commitment, also. Um, yeah, they're big time sinks. It's
Yeah,
like it's basically 2D. It's like platforming Dark Souls. um,
yeah,
I guess. I guess with we can probably move on. Speaking of new games,
hmm
High Guard, very infamous. I'm sure a lot of people have already heard this by now. But it came it came out earlier this week on LinkedIn. Some of the devs had came out and said that they have been let go from um, Wildlight, which is the team behind High Guard. If I remember correctly, it's about I think it was like 80% or 90% of the staff. Yeah. Um,
oof,
it's I guess yeah, I guess that's it. Let me look it up.
yeah. I mean, this is kind of expected. Uh, they, I believe they did say there's going to be about a year of content that has come out or is going to come out with the game. I don't know if that's going to be a thing now, especially with all these cancellations or layoffs. So that that doesn't bode well for the future of High Guard.
Yeah.
I haven't even played it. I remember whenever we were gathering stories for this, and Meta was like, he was like, "What was that game that came out like a week ago?" And it's like a hero shooter, and I was like, "Bro, I don't remember the name." I mean, that's how forgettable it is. Like, I literally had to like think about it for like a whole minute, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, High Guard. That's right."
Yeah, it's pretty forgettable. If I remember correctly from the like video they published whenever they launched the game and they kind of were showing you the studio and everything. I'm pretty sure like the employee or the boss said they had employed like 130 people, I think is what they stated. And the numbers I'm pulling up, it seems about 100 people were laid off. So if you take the video, as truthful, I mean, that's pretty brutal. That's at least 75% of the staff gone, right? I think a little more, but
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna see that. I think this is gonna be kind of similar to what happened with like X Defiant. I think this game is the server is gonna shut down pretty soon. Maybe within like 6 months.
and I
It's like if you look at it, like the Steam player count, I think is like it was 10,000 last time I checked. It's probably gone down. For like a new game, that's not great.
it was at
but
3 a couple of days ago, so
Oof.
I don't know what it's
Yeah.
at now. But
I know that whenever it first came out, so it should be
yeah.
very high. Apparently, 43 minutes ago, 9,000 or 900.
Yeah.
Its 24-hour peak was 1,000. So
There you go.
yeah, not looking too hot.
Yeah. Some of the people that were laid off, they said they had already developed a lot of content. I guess they claim they said they'll be sad because they had already had a lot ready to watch, and they'll probably never get to see it come out. And so, yeah, I mean, I think we all saw that coming. I did expect it to last a little longer, but it did not.
Yeah, no. To be honest, I thought the game to me just didn't. It looked like kind of like a basic hero shooter, so I actually expected it to do a little bit better than it has. I'm kind of surprised that.
I was at least expecting it to do as well as like Valve's was for a little bit. I forgot what theirs is called. I've been getting recommended videos for it.
Not Paladins. I don't
know. No. Oh.
I don't know. I only know Valve for
Deadlock. If you remember that.
Oh, Deadlock. Oh.
Yeah. That game is still around, and it's been getting more players recently, apparently. So I at least expected it to do about, at least as well as Deadlock did for a couple months and then die off, but it did not.
Yeah. And I've heard people talk about that at my work, and I'm just like, eh.
Right now, there are 100,000 people on.
Interesting. Well, there you go. Maybe we'll try that game again.
I've been considering trying it again. Maybe we'll do that tonight. I don't know. Download it while we're editing.
Based. Yeah.
That's all I got on the high guard story. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on to this. This is something that has kind of it's been happening a lot with like a lot of companies. But this Saudi Arabian company called Qiddiya, I think they say that, Qiddiya Investment Company, they have acquired full ownership of Evo. The Evo, the big tournament organizers, they say that the shift in ownership will not change the tradition's values or identity at all, or it'll remain unchanged, is what they say. So I don't know. I highly doubt that'll be a thing. I assume with this acquisition, because they have spent so much on it, I think ticket prices and other things will probably go up. I think they're going to be a little more money hungry on certain things, and I don't think this is like a great thing to happen to Evo. They will be running the regularly scheduled tournaments in Las Vegas and Japan and France as well. So it doesn't seem like those are going to go away. But yeah, I don't know. This kind of signals for me. I don't want to like watch any Evo things after this, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree. I think similar things have happened in golf and in chess. In chess, it's led to a lot of things of like them being forced to wear suits, them being forced to do some other things. And obviously, I don't think it's Quidia. That's a different company. And same for the golf. But point being, some things are definitely are going to change. Um, I guess I think what you will see is you'll definitely see an increase in tickets, and you probably will see a little bit of a change in some of the culture, and that's only because um, from other events I've seen them do, they're definitely a little more strict on what people can and can't say on live streams and stuff.
Yeah. I think this not the same company that invested in Nintendo or no? I think it was.
I think it is the same company. Um, yeah, I.
No. I guess it was just Saudi Arabia's public
Oh,
investment
interesting.
fund bought some stake in Nintendo. Well, they already had 4%. They raised it to 8%. So, yeah, I think I remember covering that story on the pod. But yeah, they've seen, for some reason, Saudi Arabia is really investing heavily into media. They also had that like big comedian show. I remember that, or the comedian event. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can move on, I guess, if you want.
Yeah, we can. We can. Um, there is, I guess, something I wanted to talk about since we had a few new games on the list. There is more Friend Slap that came out. It is a golf game, and it's made by. Uh, it's the greatest game ever played. Um, I guess so. There is this. Okay, here it is. The greatest game ever played tells the story of golf's most legendary amateur, Francis Ouimet, whose victory, yada yada, right? So it tells you all about golf, and what's funny about this article and some of these games is it says, Super Battle Golf just arrived to, spice it up. I guess what's so funny about this game is everything in it is like really absurd. I don't know if you've seen anyone play it, but it's just more friend slot. So it's not like we're gonna get it, but you like can bang each other in the head with the golf balls. If you swing the ball hard enough, like you'll just launch people if they're riding in the golf cart. You can like blare air horns and stuff. It seems like a clever game. And the whole game is kind of funny because obviously it's contrasting like being absurd with being you know being golf. I guess it's just interesting because it's sold 4.5 million copies already, and so clearly the friend slap works. And it's only
Yeah.
$8.
No, it's. Yeah, it's kind of the problem with all the friend slop, man. I'm so tired of it, bro. Like, I don't know. I mean, Lethal Company, I really didn't play that much, because I didn't really. I've seen the game and I was like, yeah, it's not really my thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think our friends got us to buy it one night, and that was okay. And then it was the one where you like take a camera. It's very similar. I can't remember the name of it, but you like take a camera and you're a bunch of guys go into like a mine. Content warning. That's what I'm thinking of. And that one was kind of fun too, but we barely played that one too. It's just like they're games that you can just kind of throw like $8 at and have a good night for the time, and then like there's nothing really else to do, much to do, you know. So I guess they're kind of okay, but I don't know. I feel like they kind of take the piss out of what gaming is, because I've always thought of gaming as like an art form, and I think they like make it into more of like just a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I do think it was a matter of time though before games like this really became popular. And I think it just makes sense because a lot of things in the world in general have gone more to like short term, just like fast gratification, and the friend slap definitely falls in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree. I just wanted to cover it because it's interesting that it's still selling so well.
Yeah. I guess we'll move on to this a little bit of sad news. I guess I don't know. Depends on how you look at it, but the Microsoft the Microsoft gaming CEO Phil Spencer has announced his retirement. I believe it was this Friday, so 3 days ago, he retired. He had a 25-year career at Xbox and a 40-year career at Microsoft overall. So he's probably doing good on retirement. So, and he's the one that really like launched the Xbox brand. So it is sad to see him go. He also is the one who made or at least came up with the idea of Game Pass, and he was the one that popularized the idea of it being the Netflix of gaming. And I don't know. I don't really. I think Game Pass actually is like a good thing. They've obviously raised the price of it, which, I mean, gaming is just expensive in general. So I think it's pretty fair that they've raised the price. Obviously, that did cause quite a bit of controversy in and of itself. And a lot of people have canceled their subscriptions. But I'm a little doomer on this. I think people will just buy it anyways, because they're addicted. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just gonna buy it.
Right.
If you have an Xbox, I don't want to say it's required, but since they've gotten rid of, the live, and you can only do the Game Pass, I think whoever owns an Xbox, they're just gonna pay it, which does bring up an interesting question of, I guess, these systems that especially consoles, that you're basically forced into buying the pass for it because it provides the online. It is an interesting idea that like someone buys into the system overall, and then halfway through the system the prices change so drastically for basically a subscription service. And it's not like they're going to leave your platform, because if they bought an Xbox to begin with, they probably don't have any money ready to buy a PC or change, or maybe even want to change,
Yeah.
To be honest, though, I don't know many people that have Xboxes anymore that are, haven't already moved over to PC. I think PlayStation is kind of taken over the market, but maybe that's crazy. And I'm sure PlayStation will raise its prices too at some point.
Yeah. Well,
I wasn't expecting it so much either on that.
No. I looked it up. The new CEO is Asha Shamar. or Shima.
Shamara.
I don't know how to say her name.
She's
but
an Indian lady.
yes, she's an Indian lady. She worked for Instacart before Microsoft.
Uh-oh.
And prior to that, she was at Meta for 4 years as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it looks like she's also worked for various businesses, including engineering, sales, and operations, stuff like that. So I don't know. At an insurance company. Okay. Well,
yeah, she's definitely just an executive. She's not really like a programmer or anyone involved in games. I think she's just a figurehead, to be honest. And that's what some of these comments on the other article are claiming, which is interesting. I have to believe them.
Yeah, I don't know. I always fear whenever women get into gaming. I'm just gonna be honest. Because I mean, to be honest, Microsoft has, I think, ever since they've gotten rid of like the gold pass and they've gone to where you have to buy Game Pass to play online, I think it's been downhill from there. I think after the Xbox One, they went off the rail, and they lost. I mean, me and Meta, we didn't buy the Scorpio or the Xbox X, One X, or the Series, any of the series. And pretty much same with PlayStation. After the PS4 Pro, I didn't care for the 5 or anything else. So, you know, I feel like if you're gonna play on console, it's gonna be Nintendo or nothing. But that's because they have exclusives.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I don't know if Xbox is ever gonna have exclusives again. Do you ever think they'll do that, like an actual exclusive game on just the console?
No, probably not. They've seemed to move to where like PC and Xbox are pretty much they're like bread and butter. They haven't had like a true exclusive probably since maybe the one, like early days of the Xbox One. Ever since like the middle of that generation, they've pretty much moved everything to where it's both PC and Xbox. And sometimes I think they've even tried to, they've worked with like Nintendo at least. I don't know about PlayStation, but they've brought like Minecraft to the Switch and whatnot, and you can play with people who are on PC and Xbox. So they've definitely like branched out from just having exclusives. So yeah. What?
Nothing, bro. I just am kind of a little shocked by Xbox's. I don't know. I guess their willingness. Maybe they saw this as the future, but their willingness to kind of just give up, like the console wars, to just focus on doing PCs, which is fair, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. So they've been cooking something fierce. My voice is dying. I'm sorry. What's up?
Yeah, apparently they have, well, okay, yeah. I guess technically they have published games on PlayStation. Minecraft, Call of Duty, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered, and Sea of Thieves are all on PS5, I guess. So they have published games on on PlayStation. So yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I had no idea. The more you know. I guess we can move on to this last story.
Yeah, I guess so. We will see. So the indie publisher that has released I believe it's Night in the Woods. Yeah, Night in the Woods and Tunic. The publisher's name is Finji. They have been running ads on TikTok, which is interesting. And I guess what's happened is some companies started taking the ads and adding, like, they claim racist context and other stuff. They've basically just been running like weird fucking AI edgy ads about I don't know, about like I'm assuming for their AI programs. The developer is kind of broad on what they were exactly using it for, but they are going after TikTok. They've asked they asked TikTok themselves if they were aware that people were taking their characters and running them with AI ads. And TikTok finally got back and said that we are no longer disputing whether it occurred. A senior representative will address the situation. I guess, you know, they're not really getting anywhere with TikTok from what I can tell. But yeah, it's an interesting idea, and it's something that I think is going to be more and more common. And I've already seen it with a few things, like a lot of those AI companies, for like the AI girlfriends or whatever, they'll take like anime characters and just throw them in an AI ad. It makes sense to target a more small studio, and target them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's just everywhere. I think AI is gonna need some like restrictions and some laws around it. I don't know if that's gonna happen quick. It's probably not,
Oh.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of it with like a lot of people are just they'll take like Trump and they'll make him say funny things, or they'll like take someone's like likeness and just make them say outrageous stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not that person. You can tell it's AI now, but I think once the technology gets there, there's not going to be telling a difference,
No,
and that's
not at all.
the real scary part for me. But it's good to see that they're at least taking some action while they can, and I'm assuming this is probably going to be like an easy win for the publisher.
Yeah. I think so. And it just looks bad. I don't think TikTok can explain this one away. But yeah, it's an interesting concept. Well, I guess that's it. Sorry for the voice gamers. I'm just dying.
Yeah. Bro, why does this article use anyway, they post a Blue Sky tweet. I've never used Blue Sky. I'm sorry.
Base.
I never wanted it. Hey, bros. Alright. Yeah, I guess that's it for the podcast.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. A little short one. It's been your boy, Kirby K10.
It's been your boy Meta, man. Bye.